Hi there, it's Samantha here from Using Technology Better, and in this video I'm going to show you how to do an inbox spring clean in Gmail. Now, why might you want to do a spring clean of your inbox? Well, first of all, if you've got a lot of emails in your inbox, many pages worth, maybe many hundreds, many thousands, or even tens of thousands of emails, it can be a good idea just to clean that backlog and start off then with a fresh inbox that's only got the most recent emails in there. So some people find that they just can't get through all their old emails and they'd like to put better email management practices in place moving forward, but they're kind of like got this huge backlog that keeps haunting them. So an inbox spring clean will get rid of this, and then you can actually implement some new email management practices that will help you reach inbox zero, or at least try and reach inbox zero. And we know that it's important to try and strive for an empty inbox as much as you can, because it does help with cognitive overload. You don't open your emails and be so overwhelmed by all the things you've not got to. So it's really about trying to reduce that cognitive overload with some good email practices. But the first step is obviously cleaning up the past emails. Now, if good email practices and some ways of managing your inbox and dealing with those emails on a daily basis is something you are interested in, I will put some links in the notes under this video to one of our online courses, and also some blog posts that talks about some email efficiency techniques. But before you get there, you've got to do your inbox spring clean. So here I am in Gmail, ready to go. And what I'm going to show you how to do is a year-based spring clean. So if you've got many thousands of emails, it's best to do it kind of yearly chunks. I found that the most effective way. So I'm going to show you how to do a spring clean for the previous year, which as the time I'm recording, the previous year is 2018. Now, there's a couple of concepts that we need to use to do this. One is advanced search and the other one is archiving. So I just quickly want to let you know a little bit about archiving before we actually go and do it, so that you know then what that involves. So if we were just open an email here, you'll see at the top it's currently got the inbox label on it. Now, if we were to push that archive button up here, what that actually does is remove the inbox label from the email, meaning it's no longer in the inbox. Now, people often say to me, well, where does it go? Now, where it goes is all mail, which in my case is over here on the left because I've moved it up to the top. If you don't see it here, you'll need to scroll all the way down the bottom to more, and it will be down here, just like my spam and stuff is. If you want to move it to the top, you can just drag and drop it and it will come up to the top. So all emails are in all mail except spam emails and emails in the trash. So if we remove the inbox label, the email will be in all mail. Now, if you also had another label on this email, let's just say this particular one, if I was to click that archive button, yes, it's going to remove that inbox label, but it will leave that other label on there. So I'll see it in all mail and also in admin emails. Okay, so now that you know what archiving is all about, let's look at this spring clean. So the first step if we're doing a year-based spring clean is to figure out how severe your problem is in terms of your backlog of emails and find out what the oldest email in your inbox is. And you can do that up the top here. Yours will say something like, 1 to 25 or 1 to 50 or whatever of a number. If you hover over that and go to oldest, it's going to show you the oldest email, which in my case, if I scroll down, is 2015. Now, just to show you, if you're using an inbox style like unread first or priority inbox or something like that, you will need to scroll down to the second section, which is usually called everything else, and or it might be the third or fourth section in another inbox style. And if you then click on that 1 to 10 of 124 in my case, it'll show all of your emails, and then you can go to oldest. So just make sure you do that extra step if you're using one of those inbox styles. Okay, so let's get cracking with this spring clean. So we start by doing an advanced search, which is this little drop down up the top here. And there's two things we have to do in here. The first and most important is that we have to say we want to search the inbox, not all mail. So I'm going to change that now to inbox. The second is that we need to put in a date. Now, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm not going to muck around in here actually configuring 2018. I'm just going to click in this box here and set it to today's date and leave this as 1 day. And you'll see how that works in a minute. So I'm going to click search now. and you'll see up the top I've got this date range, and it's found no results for me in this case, which is fine. But what it does now, if I zoom in a little bit for you, is that it gives me the criteria I can customize. So we're saying let's find everything in the inbox after and before particular dates. So because I want to do 2018, I'm going to say I want to do after the 31st of the 12th 2017 and before the 1st of the 1st 2019. Push enter, and it's going to find all of those search results for me, all of them in 2018. Now in my case I've only got 34 because this is just a demo account, but obviously you could come up with thousands or tens of thousands in here. So step 2 now is to archive them, and to do that, if we just click on this little box here, you'll see we've got the archive button. Now key point, archiving, as you guys saw, puts things in all, it's, you know, the things are in all mail, so they're not deleted. So by doing an inbox spring clean, we're not saying delete all your old email, we're just saying get it out of the inbox. So now in my case, if I was just to push archive now, it's only going to do it for those first 25 emails on this page, which is not enough because we've got multiple pages of search results. So you do need to come over here and say select all conversations that match the search. Then we can come up and click the archive button, and they'll be out of the inbox and whatever label they may have had on them and or mail. So still you can find them via search and you haven't lost anything. If you're interested to learn how to search effectively, I'll also put a link to that blog post under this video as well. So that's really helpful when you know how to search effectively to find things that you have archived. Now, next step on here though, you may be completely happy with that approach. Some people prefer to also put a label on their emails for that particular year. So they want to do a spring clean, but they're kind of a bit nervous about just archiving everything. They also want to have some kind of label on them. So if that's you, you could come up here to the label button and you could actually create a new label called 2018, for example, in my case. Click create, confirm that yes, we're going to put it on all those emails. So now it's going to add just a sec. There you go. They're all in 2018. Now what I could do is I tick them again, select them again. Now I can push the archive button. So they'll still be in all mail, but they'll also be over here in 2018. So there you go. That's the quickest way to do an inbox spring clean. Once you've done the first year, you can just power on through and do all those other years back to your oldest email. So I hope that helps you get your inbox a little bit more under control so that you're freed up to implement some more efficient email strategies moving forward. Thanks for watching.